And we're back. Did y'all miss me? Did you guys miss me at home? No? Y'all miss me here? No? All right. So who are we talking about just now? Who's the next person on the list? Mayor of Port of Spain. Very good. Close enough. You remembered his name? Give her the mic. Say it loud. John Rahal. So that's who we're going to speak about next. Let's hear about John Rahal. John Rahal owns one of the largest groups of companies in Trinidad and Tobago, but he was not always rich. John's parents came to Trinidad from Syria. Does anybody know where Syria? Syria is on the news a lot, and they've always been on the news. Even when your grandparents were young, they were on the news because there's a lot of war in Syria. And so many people come from Syria to Trinidad because we live in paradise, yes? You guys must appreciate where we live, you know. There's no war and bombing and, you know, do you know how many people in Syria, the children sleep on the ground and they have no homes and those kinds of things? So John's parents came from Syria to the land of paradise, yes? And they came with nothing, like literally nothing. So they were very poor. He had 8 siblings. Can you imagine being poor, living in a house with like a small house, 2 parents and 9 children? Yeah? You want to pass the mic? Someone has their hand up. Wait, let's give it to this girl here because we haven't heard from this girl here yet. I promise you, you'll go next. The girl all the way to the back.
His parents probably couldn't provide for all of them.
Well, they did struggle. So we're going to hear about how they went from being, because remember I said he was the mayor of Port of Spain, he was a health minister, and he has one of the largest group of companies in Trinidad. So how did he go from being so poor to being so rich? Did you know you can go from being so poor to being rich? Yes? All right. You know? You have to pass the mic. Or shout really loudly and maybe the mic will pick you up. Into the mic.
Yeah, it could be rich by like going to school.
Very good. Education is a good way. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's pass the mic.
Take your education properly.
Yes, taking your education serious. So let's find out. Now, they had to wake up very early in the morning as they all had to share one bathroom. I'm sure y'all can imagine 11 people trying to bathe. Everybody had to go to work and go to school and all that. Just like, it's pressure. Y'all know it's pressure? It's pressure. Yeah. So they had to wake up really, really early, and it was like a long line, and they had no hot water, and they had the bathroom was outside of the house. So you had to go outside and it was kind of, you know, in the mornings it'd be cold and chilly, and there's no hot water. So when the water hits the galvanized, the water that comes out, it's like freezing cold. Yeah? All right. And we had to bathe in like freezing cold water. Yes? All right. So here's what John did to get hot water. So the bathroom was outside the house, and the water was very cold so early in the morning. One day, when John was with his dad, he met a little boy who told him about water heaters, and he got very excited. He wanted one. Doesn't everybody want a water heater? Yes. Well, he wanted one. John told his dad about the water heater, and his dad encouraged him to go and find out where to get one and to get the cost. So, of course, you know, John got excited. He thought his father was buying the house a water heater. Upon doing all his investigation, he reported back to his dad. Instead of giving him the money for the water heater, John's dad gave him money to buy clocks. Clocks? But I wanted a water heater. John was very disappointed, but he was always respectful to his dad. So he listened to him and took the water heater money and bought clocks. John's dad then made him sell the clocks at a higher price. So this is John selling his clocks at a higher price. So let's say he bought it at $10. He had to sell it over for $20. His dad cleverly helped him learn all about business. So he not only got his water heater, he got a business at 9 years old. and lessons that would last him a lifetime. Cooler? So you see what his father made him do? Do you understand what his father made him do? He gave him the money, made him go buy the clocks, come back, sell over the clocks for more money, and make a profit. Who said that? Say that into the mic. He made a profit. So John's advice, what John's dad told him was that you must never use your initial set of money on things that we want. So who wants an iPhone and I know y'all want all that. But what is John's father's advice? Don't use the money on things you want. Use the money, start a business, and then with the profit you could buy an iPhone, yes? So I'm going to see plenty businessmen here after the story and businesswomen. All right. So John learned everything from his dad, and today he's a very successful business owner. He never let his childhood situation stop him from achieving his dreams. Do you want to own your own business? Yes? All right. Well, guess what? It is never too early to start. Maybe you can bake cookies and sell them in your neighborhood. Or boys, y'all could wash the yards in different streets and mow the lawn for a price, wash some cars. So this is like a little 6-year-old selling some muffins. Yeah? You're washing some cars. So we're going to get a little car wash going. Yes? And with the money. So we're not going to use money anymore when your parents give you allowance. You're going to take the allowance and spend it? No, we're going to take the allowance and do what with it? Save it. And then when we save it, what are we going to do with it? All right, we're going to start a business. And only with the profit you're going to spend and buy stuff, right? Good job. I can get a high five? I get a high five? Let me get virtual high five there. High five, high five. Good job. All right. So we're going to talk about one more person before we go on break. Yeah? Yeah? Y'all not hungry? Y'all don't need a break? All right. One more person. Rhea Ramnarine. Anybody here really, really tiny and find it too tiny? Yeah? Okay, so let's hear about Rhea Ramnarine, because she's really tiny. I am sure you would love to be able to box like Rhea Ramnarine. Or maybe you are tiny and always dreamed of becoming bigger and stronger. Well, our next hero is just the person for you. Rhea's family sold oysters for a living. So after school, everyone had to help out by going to the swamp to collect conchs. Rhea's dad did not allow any time for anything else. Not kind of sad, huh? Right after school, you just have to go and help out, do chores, do business. No time to come to the library and listen to Auntie Marsha. No time to go play. No time to do gymnastics or football. You guys think that's fair? Not very fair. So, let's hear what happens to Rhea. But Rhea would pass by the gym every day, and her dream to become stronger grew and grew every time she passed there on her way from school. This is Rhea collecting her conchs in the river, or in the swamp, sorry, not a river. It's a difference. Rhea could not afford gym membership, or even the clothes she needed. But she did not let that stop her from her dream. Are we gonna let not having money stop us from our dream? No. Are we gonna let anything stop us? All right. She even collected coins that she found on the side of the road. Could you imagine that? Yeah? So all these people who we see that are famous and have money, do y'all appreciate how hard they work now for it? Yes? So this is her collecting coins. Because she collected coins, she literally had to go around and pick up coins, and she went and she paid for her gym membership. She took all the money in a bag and she said, here's my money for my gym membership. Imagine that. So when we look at her now with all her gold medals and all her boxing championships and all of that, we remember how hard she worked to get to there, right? All right. So she wore a bathing suit top as her sports bra, which she had to wash every single day because that was all she had. Her biggest dream was to compete in the Jean Pair complex. For her, that place seemed enormous. Have you ever dreamed of something and got so much more than you expected? Yes? Tell me a time. I have not. Did I hear from you yet? I don't think I heard from you yet. Where's the microphone calling? Microphone. Let's pass it on.
Getting a drone. A toy.
A toy. You wanted a toy and you got more than you expected. And it feels good, huh? So you know there's a saying that you reach for the stars, and if you fall on the clouds, it's still high, and that kind of something like that. I don't remember the saying. Oh my gosh, maybe one of y'all could teach it to me. So when we dream big, even if we don't get every single thing, we still get a lot, right? So Rhea dreamed of reaching to the gene pair complex. That was her big dream. For her, that was really huge because she'd never achieved anything like that before. But let's see what happened. Rhea's determination allowed her to not only compete in the gene pair complex, but to be given the chance to compete all over the world. Imagine that. You guys want to compete all over the world? Yes. Yes? You want to pass the mic this way? So this is Rhea going on a plane.
This was a G-pair competition.
Pardon me?
It was a G-pair competition.
Gene pair complex. Have you heard of the Hazley Crawford Stadium? Yes. Yes, so the Gene Pair Complex is in the Hazley Crawford Stadium. It's the indoor facility in there. Yes. Can you pass the mic down? We have someone here who wants to speak. Your hand was up? No? Oh, that's okay. You'll speak after. So you see, football is already taking you somewhere. Very good. Oh, wow. So we have a whole little team going on here.
And I went marching too, miss.
Pardon me?
I went marching.
Very good. Okay, so before we go on to our final person, we're going to take a break. And do you know what we take a break to do? Pay bills. You've had that answer. All right, and when we come back, we're going to talk about mailing. Remember, you have to remember mailing, okay? Should we get to another giveaway? Yes, y'all think we should do a giveaway? Maybe a girl this time? Yeah. Boys, I know y'all want to know. But I think I have a precious young lady here who has answered quite a few questions. What's your name?
Maya.
Maya? Oh my, isn't that a lovely name? Yes? Do y'all think Maya? I think Maya answered quite a few questions. I think we should give it to a girl this time. Yes? So Maya, would you like to... Y'all think I put a snake there during the break? No. No? Still no snake? Still only orchard?
Yes.
So Maya, you're gonna dip under the table and see if you find a snake? Yes. All right, dip under the table and see what you see. Let's see what Maya finds under the table. Let's see what Maya... Another case of orchard for Maya. Is that too heavy? Do we need a boy to help? Yes. Yes, one of the boys come and help her. All right, help Maya there. And what do we tell Orchard? Thank you, Orchard. All right, so hold on to your seats. We're gonna be back. And when we come back, who are we gonna talk about? Mailing. Mailing, very good.